Sketch the following on the number line and give the answer in interval notation. So the inequality we have is x less than -4. So we see here that the x is already by itself, which is good, right? So now all we have to do is draw the number line, okay, and then determine which direction we're going to go. Also, we need to determine if it's going to be an open circle or a closed circle, right? So these are all important when we're doing inequalities. Okay, so let me try to make this line a little bit straighter, I guess. Okay, so here we have 0, right? So I'm just going to mark down 0. We know that -4 is going to be on the left side here. So now I'm not going to put every single hash mark here. Okay, so some people like to do that. So I'm just going to put 0 for reference and the -4, right? This is what we're comparing x to, right? So now we see that it's strictly less than. Okay, so remember, whenever we have a less than or the greater than symbol, okay, then that means that we're going to use a closed circle. I'm sorry, an open circle. Okay, an open circle. We can also use a parentheses. Okay. And on the other hand, if we have a less than or equal to or a greater than or equal to symbol, okay, that would be what is known as a closed circle. Okay. Or we can also use a bracket in that case. So that means at -4 then, right? Because it's strictly less than, we can put either an open circle here or a parentheses. So most people just like to open parentheses here. Okay. But now which direction do we want to go? Right? Well, it says x less than -4, right? So we want to denote all values of x that are less than -4. Well, what numbers are less than -4? Well, that would be like -5, -6, -7, right? So in this case, we want to go to the left, okay? Now, remember what this graph here represents, right? It represents all values of x that are less than -4. Okay, so in interval notation, remember what an interval does is it tells you what the smallest number in the interval is and what the largest number in the interval is. So if I ask you, what is the smallest number in this interval, we'll probably say -infinity, right? Because of the arrow keeps going on further to the left, okay? So we're going to put the -infinity, which is the smallest number in the interval, and then -4, which is the largest, right? But you got to be careful here, right? We do not include -4. Okay? The open circle tells us that. So that means we got to put a parentheses around the -4, and infinity and -infinity always get parentheses, right? So this here, this is the answer in interval notation. Okay? So what this means is that every value of x between -infinity and -4 is a solution to this original inequality.